Next is pages and layouts. Let's look into this. So for the pages, the only extensions that we can use is JS, JSX and TSX, not TS. For example, if I go here and in this profile page, change the extension to page.ts, then if I reload this page, it will still work. But wait a minute, didn't I just say that we should only be using this? And this is the only thing that works? Yes, their documentation says the same thing. So now if inside this page.ts, I'll say container is just a little bit of JSX, then it starts giving the error. Okay, so that's why the TS file will not work for normal JSX format pages, which is what your page is all about. If you're just returning the string, yes, it will work, but this is what we need. So what happens if I have JS then? Won't that work? Yeah, it will, because at end of the day, it is a JS file, so it will work. Same goes for JSX. See, it works. And same goes for TSX, which is what we should be working with since this is a TypeScript project. Now we will also make sure that I am going to restart the TS server. So that was pages. What is layout? We already looked into the simple layout, which is the root layout. This is basically a shared layout, this root layout. Or the parent folder layout becomes a shared layout for the children folder pages. For example, for the parent app layout is now being shared by the children page of profile. How do I know that? If I go inside this layout and rather than simply wrapping the children, let's wrap some header, let's wrap some footer, and then let's wrap the main, and within that, let's wrap the children. Now, if you go to this site, you will have header, you will have footer, and you will have profile. Similarly, you can actually have this as well. This is your root layout, which has header, which has children, which has footer, and this is the same. Now, if you go here inside your dashboard profile, and within this profile, or let's say within this dashboard, right, which is a parent of profile, if you create new file called layout.tsx, and then you can write dashboard layout, because remember in dashboard you have a sidebar with the profile, and then you can also have a bunch of other pages as well, right, which you can actually utilize. So let's build that. So if you have like a dashboard layout can be typically containing of a sidebar, right? So for now, let's simply say article, and let's say sidebar, which is dashboard sidebar. And then the next thing can be your children. Now you have to wrap this whole thing inside, say, fragment. Now it is complaining that there is no children. So let's apply the children here, which is going to be a prop, and this prop will be of React node. Let's also export this, and now check this out. Here we have a dashboard sidebar as well. Now remember when I said that your root layout wraps your child layout or the child folder layout. This is what we said. This is your root layout, which has a shared components or shared layout, and this is your child layout, and this is what we are doing. To showcase this, here I will simply wrap this around a div, and we can say a border, and the border of say red is the best color for any of these things, and then I will paste it like this. So we have this border, okay, and inside this let's replace this with div, put this as border again, and this will be green. Now if you're wondering why I am getting this suggestion for Tailwind, is because I have an extension installed which is Tailwind CSS IntelliSense by tailwindcss.com, and I also have Prettier installed, which you should also have installed. Sorry, I forgot about that. I also have import cost installed. I also have remove unused imports installed, and so do I have ESLint installed and env file installed. So you need these extensions, just putting it out there so that we are not on different pages, and that should do it. Now if I go back, you can see that the red border is our root layout, right? Head, footer, and within it contains a children, which is our dashboard layout. Why? Because this is coming from dashboard layout, and that layout contains another children which is coming from our page. Now, if you want, we can go back to say page, and rather than container, you can again do the same thing. And there you have it. Okay, this is your page and this is your layout. You can also go to this, right? You can see that this is not appearing at all anywhere. It is going to appear if you go to this border 4, border purple 700. This is our home page, which has a root layout in red, followed by a page in purple. Okay, it contains our page. This is our child layouts. So it has this root layout, followed by this green of child layout, followed by this dark yellow of child page. Here's another thing. The reason why this profile page is taking this layout of dashboard, its parent element, is because inside the profile, you do not have a layout. But if you want, you can go inside this profile. You can create another layout. Let's copy paste this. Let's make sure this is now profile. Let's also make sure this is blue. Now check this out. So I hope this is now clear. Layout within layout within layout is the high level understanding of this new architecture. And at the end, we will have a layout followed by a page which it contains. And that's about it. So page will become the leaf node, whereas the layout is going to be somewhat of a parent node of the leaf node.